I would like to welcome you to Abu Dhabi International Book Fair with another new session, Pasta Perfecto, with the great chef Gennaro Contaldo in conversation with Peyman Al Awadhi. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Peyman Al Awadhi and I am just a normal guy that was asked to come to this session and connect with a legend. And I am so honored to be here. This gentleman really needs no introduction. And you know, Gennaro, there is no introduction that I could make that would, justify what you've done for the world when it comes to cuisine, and specifically Italian cuisine. My brother and I, once upon a time, after traveling a little bit, we wanted to institutionalize and make common an Arabic food called the shawarma. And I remember the reason why we wanted to do that is because we said, how did Italian food make its way to every corner of the world? Of course, on one hand, it's people, Italians that went out and lived elsewhere. But on the other hand, it's the amazing, amazing recipes that you've done and the work you've done, of course, yourself with your restaurant and also with Jamie Oliver, and how that just became mainstream. And I remember we had a page and we said, you know what Gennaro, Contaldo, and Jamie Oliver, what they did to Italian food, we want to do to the shawarma. Of course, we didn't even have a fraction of the success that you had. So it's an honor to meet you and an honor to be here because you're an inspiration for me.
Oh, bless you. Make me feel so proud. I don't think I've done anything. I'm a cook. I just cooked and I put the next ingredient inside, working all the time. Do you know which one it is? Love. Nothing else. Beautiful. Every single ingredient, every single dish I do, I don't just do because I have to do it. I have to enjoy it. If I cook a fish, I have to celebrate about a fish that once used to swim in the sea. You can't just cook him in bedly or anything like that. If I pick up a tomato, don't forget one seed when inside the herb. Little sprouts come up slowly, slowly, slowly. You wait till a month and a half, you got this beautiful tomato. You turn it, you don't pull the roots, you smell the leaves, not the tomato, because tomato don't smell very rare. And then you dress it and you celebrate at a beautiful tomato. This is goes with the game, this is goes with the meat, this is goes all kind of vegetable, nuts, and so and so and so. I just want to make sure myself, then they give it to us and we have to respect and we have to treat it like a little baby. And so that's what I do, nothing else.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And the pleasure of just hearing you speak about food is unbelievable. And I love, you talk about obviously, where you were brought up, the Amalfi Coast. And I've actually been to the Amalfi Coast. I flew into Rome. I took a train to Naples, and then Napoli is my favorite team in the world, by the way. And then I took a car and we drove down the Amalfi Coast all the way up to Ravello. And in Ravello,
this is where I come from. Ravello, 350 meters above Minori. Look at you, I missed them so much. Beautiful, the smell. Oh my God. You've been in such a beautiful place, lemon everywhere.
Oh my God. It's just amazing. My wife and I, we just sat outside. The weather is beautiful and just a pleasure. We put a little bit of music on and we had some amazing food. So my God, the inspiration that you can get from there. So now I know why you're this great big inspiration in food, because of where you lived. It's amazing.
Oh, thank you. I believe that every household and friend and everybody, I don't think it's just where I come from in Amalfi. All over Italy is like that, you know, and also in many other parts of the world. Our learning is through the loving passions of the people who cook. You know, we're talking about, we make a cucina povera. That means, you know, not because it's poor, you don't have a food. It's for few ingredients, you make unbelievable dish. You know, if you know how to get those ingredients together, you create a perfect marriage. You know, again, you know, everything in my days, everything had to be seasonable. Everything in season always tastes better. You don't have to do anything. So, and so when you mix all together and very few ingredients, you know, if you cook beans or cauliflower, or perhaps you dig up in the carrots, or perhaps you add some vegetable, you have to make sure that when you mix those together, every little bite, you have to see what is in a plate, and then you put them inside your mouth, say, oh, hold on a minute, this is cabbage. Oh, hold on a minute, this is carrots. So, and then you taste it, everyone, and then you find all this little door inside your mouth under the palate that start to get together. Oh, yeah, and then start to jumping all around. You know, there is this old saying in Italy, you know, when you eat pasta al dente. Oh, do you know what al dente means? Tell me, then I'll explain to you.
So I know it's not cooked to a level where it's going to put in your mouth and it just breaks. It has to be slightly raw-ish.
Okay. And right? You know why? Because it is a little bit undercooked. So you put them inside your mouth, you chew it longer. So they're already in a celebration. And while you chew it longer, you start to get all the lovely taste. You taste it better. And then also you digest it better. So chew it longer, taste it better, and digest it better. You know, and then this way, you don't have to eat. If you eat them slow, you don't have to eat so much. I mean, I don't need to slow, just go for it.
Amazing. Also, I believe, Gennaro, when you have the pasta al dente, I think the sauces stick to the pasta a little bit better. They stay on it more. So when you eat it, you get more flavor.
Yes. Also depends what kind of pasta it is. You know, we have a big confusion. If I'm making a bolognese, if I make with spaghetti, bolognese, no. You have to make it with tagliatelle, and really, really good. That's freshly only made tagliatelle. And you say, but I like it with the spaghetti. It's nothing wrong. If you like it with the spaghetti, eat, you know, it's nothing. But why? Let me tell you why you have to eat with the tagliatelle, which many times I cook with the spaghetti, I say. Because spaghetti, they're round. So when you put your fork inside, you roll it, because they're round, the sauce run away, you know, stays in a plate. When you do with a fresh tagliatelle or dry pasta, you know, as well, you mix well a flat. So you get more stuff on flat. So you get a bit of meat inside, a lovely sauce, you turn around, ragu a bolognese, and you eat. But remember, there is always a little bit of sauce inside. What you have to do is just get a bit of bread. Many kind of bread. What we call them a scarpetta. The word scarpetta is a shoes, ciabatta. It's kind of a slippery shoes. And I never knew what the word was, scarpetta. But what do? Do you have the bolognese? Let's do a little bit of scarpetta. Then you get the bread inside. The plate would become nice and clean. You don't have to wash it.
Oh, Mama. Beautiful. Gennaro, do you think that's the one dish? If you were to tell everybody in the world you have to learn one Italian dish, would it be bolognese or would it be another dish?
Did you want me to fight with all Italy? Italians are very proud. Every region, they got their own dish. You know, you go in somebody else and say, look, have this parmigiana. From the parmigiana is kind of a aubergines or pasta. Then you taste it, it's very good. And next door there, do you enjoy it? Oh yeah, let me show you the way I'm doing. So you eat, and the other one is good, and the other one is then the next door like that. You can't really, they're all good. And this is the love and passion of every Italian. We express through our food. Amazing. We express it to you sit on a table of Italians, anyone, Italian, mama, anything, you only hear it, eat, come on, that's good, eat. They don't say eat, you just have to eat and enjoy yourself. For me, I can't really say pasta because it's pasta, fish, meat, everything. I mean, one of the simplest dish, which I done it, you saw it, is little spaghetti, actually linguine with the lemons, 3 ingredients. But it was so delicious, it's unbelievable. And this is what it's all about. But it's for me, as an Italian, because, they portray us always with a flask of wine, perhaps, but always with pasta. And if I have to be something which I like in myself, which they make all over in Italy, simple spaghetti with the garlic, little chili, basil, and fresh pomodorini, tomato. Put everything, you have a garlic, crush it, little chili, inside, put olive oil, seal a little bit without burn it, chopped tomato, small cherry tomato, very well. You don't want those fresh and ripe. Those tomatoes which stayed in a bowl for at least a week, just put them on top, a little bit of water, remove it along, pasta goes in, stir it, rub it, lots of basil, get a fork inside. And then those little winters, the tongue goes,
That is brilliant. That is brilliant. My God, I'm learning so much from here, and my mouth is watering the whole time. That's what I'm cooking today.
Bless you. If you do come in London and you contact me, let's eat the lovely spaghetti. And I invite you to my house. It's so easy. I really mean it's so easy to do it.
Amazing. I appreciate that. What do you think, Gennaro, about, a lot of people use the word fusion when it comes to food. How do you feel, and how do you think people feel, people from Italy feel when restaurants are saying we're doing fusion Italian food? How do you feel about that? What's your thoughts?
Well, you see, I'm a very traditional, I cook food that always been there, perhaps sometimes they don't need to be altered. The food I cook is what you see. Fusions is more for young people, which they wanted the experiments of different flavor. Sometimes it's working and sometimes it's not. But when it don't work, so they change them again until it's working. Is today kind of cooking. I had some, which I didn't know what it was, but one thing I can tell you, it was all right. I like it, but I still didn't understand what I did understand. And let's do the fusion. If they want to do that, it's not me. I am from the old school, a traditional. But if you do cook fusion for me, I probably will eat it, and if I have to say something, probably I say. If I don't like it, I say, look, I'm sorry, not for me. Let's have a nice spaghetti.
Amazing. And I tell you, I think that's one of the things that I love about Italy. My wife and I, when we go there, we never have a bad meal. That's one. And honestly, I've been there 10 days in a row and not had a bad meal. That's one. And two is I actually love going to a restaurant, and we went to many restaurants, and the menu is, they've got, 10, 12 things on there, 8 things on there. And it's the same menu items cooked slightly differently based on the recipes from the home. But oh my God, you can eat the same thing 3-4 days in a row and enjoy it every time. I love that about Italy.
It is indeed, yes. It's very quiet. You see, just to give you examples, now is the season of the cherries. You find any markets, in Italy and many other parts of the world, but especially in Italy, they sell everybody cherries. Why? Because they have to wait nearly 11 months, because only 1 month in a year, month and a half. And then you find, well, it can't be that everybody eats the cherries, because you can eat in those cherries in so many times. This is just talking about fruit. You can preserve, you can make a jam, you can have them in just the ice, you can make an ice cream, and so. Like with artichokes as well. This is when we season artichokes, is market with artichokes are full everywhere. My goodness me. And then you go in Rome, you go in Naples, you go in Sicily, you go in Milan, you go to Turin, you'll always find this blessed artichoke. And they say, but I eat just artichoke. It's only for a month and a half. There is 100 different ways to do. At the end of the day, you always eat an artichoke. You can eat artichokes. Why? Because it's the season. And so what Italians, they celebrate about the season. They respect the way to do it. And every day you can eat different recipe on base of artichokes. Surely they won't eat it every day. I can guarantee you a couple of times a week they will have it.
Amazing.
They love it. They love it whatever there is in season, but also in season tastes so much better.
Amazing. Now I have to hear you also, Gennaro. I would love for you to explain or describe the greatest pizza you've ever had. Please, I want to hear it. I need that. People need to hear it.
Oh my goodness me. In any pizzeria you go in Italy, everyone makes the best pizza in the world. But the best pizza I ever tasted it, is in Naples, where the pizza is just flat bread, Well, the dough have to be done in a perfect way. They have to be at least rice and the rest of it last at least 4 to 6 hours. Spread, use the best ingredient. There are 4 different pizzas in Italy, which there are 400 pizza, 500 around the world, 600, God knows. There's so many. But original, the pizza is in Naples, the Academy of Neapolitan Pizza. And pizzaioli from all over the world, they come, especially the Japanese are very good when they come in Naples, make pizza. There is margherita, which margherita is so simple, tomato, basil, and mozzarella. That is good. There is quattro stagioni pizza, 4 seasons, which, whatever there is in the seasons, you have the mushrooms, you have the courgette, you have a little bit of fish, so and so and so. There is marinara, which is simple pizza. It's tomato, little bit oregano, anchovy. Sometimes people put oregano as well. And the 4th one is pizza fritta. I love it. But it's a little bit heavy as well. Fried pizza from Naples. Fried pizzas everywhere, all the street of Naples. The old traditional pizza that come along. They fry the pizza in very good oil. And then the original, they used to fry in different oils. So. And then I put a little bit of tomato. Perhaps they fill it inside wherever, find the old vegetable or meat or stuff. They put them inside. Massive pot full of oil. Turn the other side. Put some cheese on top. I love it, Reggiano mine. And then I put a bit of paper. You go around the street. Or in old street of Naples, special the Quartieri Spagnole, you got pizza al portafoglio. You get nice, beautiful pizza. You fold it. You fold in 4 different ways. You fold it 1, 2, 3. Put them in a paper, and you eat. And that is nice. Yes, of course. But also in my hometown, they make fantastic pizza as well.
Amazing.
We love pizza. And whenever I go in Italy, I have to have 1 or 2 pizza almost every week.
Amazing. A lot of people talk about, but I'm wondering if there's a connection between food and the amount of years that people live, because it's well known that in certain parts of Italy, people are living longer than anywhere else in the world. Do you think it's because of the food?
A lot to do with the climate, a lot to do with the food. Yes, I believe with the food. I mean, the Mediterranean diet is so simple. I was there, all to do with pulses, all to do with the vegetable, meat, fish. You don't eat so much, but you eating well. You have to have we have to eat at least 3 times a day. Let's eat it properly. But don't forget, sometimes we craving for junk food. But I don't know what junk food is. Because I don't really know what junk food is for me, because I'm thinking that whatever they cook, or if they make a burger, there is meat inside there. So I can't really call them a junk food. Perhaps all the sauce and everything goes inside, including the lettuce and so. And also is in a celebration, everything. Perhaps I mean junk food because you eat more than 1 and 2. Mediterranean dance is proved that is good. as I said, with the lemon. I had a lovely pasta dish. And that is Mediterranean diet. Fresh tomato. I use nothing, whatever inside the house. I cook with a few potato, bit of vegetable, whatever I had around. Tomato. Oh my goodness me, it was so good. I get some left actually the day after as well.
Amazing. Tell me a little bit more about your books. Which obviously the Passione book is your original book, and I know you've run reprints of it and everything like that. What are some of the key recipes in there that you're super proud of, which is passed down to you from generations in your family?
It is one. My father, he was a great cook. He was not to cook professionally. My father, he used to deal in linens. We had one of the first shop in my hometown in Minori, in Amalfi Coast. But he comes from a family in Pagani. Pagani is not far from the Amalfi Coast. They're more inside the land, because people believe of then where I come from, you've been it, so you know that. It's not just the sea and the beach. No, it's mountains is everywhere. Some of the mountains, nobody ever been inside there. That is the culture is changing different. So, and my grandma, she used to be very, very, very good cook, but I remember very little of my grandma, but my auntie was cooking. So they're grown up, and my father was unbelievable to cook. Octopus, it was just amazing the way he was doing. But then he'd love it very little. First, octopus, you have to wait till the fisherman comes on the beach and you boil them. And then you cook the octopus so simple, without any water, without anything, just an olive oil, a bit of parsley on top, garlic, a little chili, capers, perhaps, olives, which there was plenty everywhere. Cover the cooks slowly. And then you remove the octopus, you can have as in a salad, and the lovely sauce inside, because if there was about half a kilo of octopus, when you cook, it becomes 250 grams, but the rest is a stock, beautiful. That sauce, it reduces it, and you put a bit of pasta inside, so you have 2 meals together. And those, it was the way, I took so much from him. Then he died in late 19. He was 96 years old. When he died, he cooks himself. He had to make his bed himself. He didn't want anything. And for my sister, would have brought some food and stuff like that. He looked, it's rubbish. My sister, great cook. He liked everything. And then when actually I made Passione, I used to refer all in. Hello, Dad. You answer the phone. What is it? I can't do this, and this. They say, because you're stupid. You have to come very slowly down. They call me stupid in a way. So, and I managed to get this love and passion. Even my mother, she was incredible cook. My grandmother is good. But he had that little extra touch. And once I cooked for him, I said, you become a very good chef, he said, but you done this dish for me. Let me show you how to do it. He did. Mine was good, but his one was perfect.
Amazing. A couple of other things that come to my mind. One is the use of saffron. So I see saffron in a lot of Italian dishes. How did that happen? Because saffron is not from Italy, naturally. How did that enter the cuisine?
Well, don't forget, Italy was, before it was made for Republic. Genoa, Venezia, Pisa, and Amalfi, where I come from. You've been there. Amalfi, it was the spice land, just to go all the North Africa. But then let's forget Venice as well. Just have the Africa as well. Don't forget, is what's it called now? Istanbul before was Constantinople. There's spices everywhere. So don't forget influence of the Spanish, the Arabs. When in Spain as well, and so for how many, 200 years, 300 years, and also don't forget Sicily as well. We were invaded, and where I come from, lots of name of a town of a building. They go this Arabic name, the Saracens. That was really, really good. But also the Romans, before anything else, You already travel in North Africa and many other parts. They got all these spices. They went in, and Italy used the saffron. Also, Italy as well, growing saffron. Don't forget, I believe, I'm not sure, but to make 1 gram of saffron, you need 1 square meter. Correct. And the Le Marche, regions of Le Marche, that they used to have, the field, they used to collect it, and they all sit together, remove the zest of each one. And some of the farmer, they put them inside the wardrobe, so the stuff. And when I used to go inside the church, they put a overcoat on, and people could smell, and they knew, he had lots of saffrons, put them away. And the saffron is incredible, it's beautiful, very, very famous. That is called in Milan, risotto alla milanese. How can you do risotto alla milanese without the saffrons? And they, in Sicily, incredible. The saffron's everywhere. Where I come from, saffron everywhere. We love saffron. We don't cook them every day, but it's there. All the ice cream with the saffron, all the dessert with the saffron. Also, we got big influence, especially with the dessert. In Italy, the dessert is incredible. We go back to North Africa, all those regions that brought all the spice, the sugar, and some part of Italy, where I come from, our dessert are quite rich and full of sugar sometimes. And people always wanted to know why. Also, because they come from North Africa, what's happened? Sugar preserve it. So when they made the dessert, they have to be a little bit extra sweet, because you can keep them a little longer. But people are lit from Rome downward, they got used to these flavors, And I love something sweet, but so much, so much. Couscous, come on. It's incredible. I've been in Egypt doing the couscous. I remember this lady, she's cooking with her hands like that. What is she doing? And the way she was cooking in terracotta, in a tagine, and then you taste it, oh my God, bang, lots of saffron in as well. But even in England, they used to grow saffron all over the world. It's the influence of the Arabic country, and I believe the world has got this influence. So Italian everywhere, restaurants, but it's always with a touch of Arabic influence. And that is this. Sicily is Neapolitans, the influence, and then if I actually come in a country, they will take me for an Arabic many times. And I'm very proud, because a lot of the culture we have in Italy, the simplicity, the spice, it comes from your land.
Amazing. What about this new, there's a big trend right now, Gennaro, with people having vegans and vegetarians and people that have dairy free. Do you think it's possible to enjoy, and is there products that allow you to make an Italian dish vegan and dairy free to taste as good today? You feel like that's possible?
I don't know. I had some vegans, some of them okay. Italy is, don't forget, full of vegan food. Everything. You just eat vegetable, whatever you do it. I don't know. I have to really answer him properly, but you can't really make a kind of a dish which is related to animals or anything like that to become vegan. Also, you cannot actually do a dish with a Parmigiano on top with the cheese.
Or pecorino romano.
Or pecorino romano. Vegan cheese, I have to say, I tasted the vegan cheese. Yes, but it's not for me.
Yeah.
But I will eat it, something without. I will eat vegan. I have nothing against vegan, because many Italian dish, we don't have so many infusion or anything. That is part vegan, vegetarian, especially the Neapolitans. The Neapolitans, they used to call us leaves eat, because that's what we used to eat. And whatever we had a bit of mix, we used to mix with it. let the vegetarian do those beautiful, because they do some of the dish, they're really, really nice. And the vegan, you really enjoy it. Some, they're not for me.
Gotcha.
They're not for me. So if we go to the cheese, how can I have a, you know, I have a carbonara, you know, without the pecorino cheese on top? I can't. Parmigiano works well, but how can I? You know, there won't be. It just would be, you know, egg and pasta.
Correct. So I guess that leads me to my next question. Carbonara. You know, there's this thing. Is it? I know the answer, but I want you to tell the audience, with or without cream. I know the answer.
Tell them to watch my video. Easy. Making carbonara is so easy. 2 yolk of egg. Beat it. Use pecorino? Yes, original pecorino. You don't have a pecorino? Use Parmigiano. Mix. A little bit of salt. Pinch of pepper inside. Now, where's the water? Where's the milk? Or the cream? There is no milk. If you wanted a little bit liquid, there is 2 ways to do. Just you can add a little bit warm water inside, because 2 eggs, when you mix with the cheese, you know, they're quite thick, or you leave them inside a bowl, everything. So you don't have to put them in a pan. I usually leave them on a bowl. Or just add a little bit of water inside. That is making more easy, more liquid.
Yeah.
Pour the pasta bucatini, or you don't have a spaghetti inside, little bit. Touch it, because there you want a lovely pancetto, guanciale, pig cheek, original, inside. Seal them properly, get a pasta, just put them inside, stir it, remove everything, put them inside the bowl where you have the mix, stir it, a little bit more pasta water, not too much, you know, like scrambled eggs, stir it, you get a lovely cream. Put them on a tray, grate the more cheese on top, black paper that goes on top. Hallelujah!
It's my favorite. One of my favorite dishes in the world.
Not three. No, use not three.
Absolutely, no, never.
Three. Do you talk? I was working at the beginning when I came in England. I was working in West End. I was in a restaurant, so it was my first year, and I was doing carbonara. Which in Italy, we don't really make lots of carbonara, and the chef, it was showing me how to make the carbonara, which I already knew, because I've been in the kitchen at the age of 10. And then he showed me first how to make a bechamel. I still didn't understand what he was talking about. And I said to her, once you bechamel, you boil the pasta, which the pasta was already pre-boiled. This is in old days. Then you put this cheese sauce on top. And I looked at him, I said, yeah, that is not the way to do it. He said, no, this is good. Yeah, the people like them like that. Said, yeah, but if you give me this rubbish, they will not understand anything else. He said to me, where's your jacket? That's there. I said, go away. Because I told him that is not, you know, that was not fair. That was not fair. But then I went, you know, after a few years, we opened a restaurant right opposite him. We had to close it. Not for anything. It was already closed anyway.
Amazing. So I can't end this without asking you about your relationship with Jamie Oliver. I mean, it's beautiful to watch, you know, when we see it on screen. And, you know, I want you to tell us a little bit about that and where it started and where it's come to now. And I know you guys do a lot together.
We see one each other almost every day. You know, it's unbelievable. We see one each other almost every day. Today's birthday, anyway.
Oh,
I post some picture out as well. We had a little party yesterday, and it was. Then Jamie, I mean, I was in the kitchen. Must be at the age of 10. Long story, but let's talk about Jamie. Jamie was born from a lovely family, Trevor and Sally, in Essex, which they had a pub, which they have a small restaurant. So when he was born, he already went straight inside the restaurant. His mom had to bring him in, you know, to see her father, things like that. So Jamie, when he grown up, he already knew something. The love and the passion of cooking was already in him, very talented. So he went in Vincent College in London. And then after finish the college, the chef would ask about what kind of cuisine would you like to do. You have to learn more. Everybody like a French, like this, like that. And he said, well, I would like to see more about Italian food. And there was his friend Marco, which we never managed to find him anymore. And this year, we're still looking for him. I think he's died, that poor boy, because we'd love to just say thank you. And they said, well, if you wanted to learn Italian, there is only two places. One is my father, which is working at Delhi, we make fresh pastas. The other one is Gennaro Contaldo at the New Street restaurant in London. He's the chef there, and with Antonio Carluccio is there. Oh, fantastic. So off he went. Then we had a vacancy for a job for pastry chef. One morning, this young boy knocked on the door. I was there from very early hours in the morning, tried to prepare everything, organize everything. And so I was a little bit upset because I had to go upstairs, go around, and then there was this young boy outside. I didn't know. I was going to not shout and say, I don't want anybody to deliver me something this time in the morning. Sorry, because I talk too much. So off I go. And he said, hello. I said, yes. He said, I'm looking for a job. I looked at him and I said, he's so young. But I don't like sending everybody away. I said, come in. I said, right. I said, did you want a drink? He said, cappuccino. I was thinking myself, cappuccino is too young. But anyway, let's make a cappuccino. But I don't know why. Anyway, I took it and he went downstairs in the restaurant. I gave him a jacket. He said, no, I got everything. So I gave him a job to do. Then I realized how far he was somebody who have a school experience, working experience. So he have 1 day, 2 days, and then he go. Yeah. But he was so nice. I don't know. So he done some job asking me to do it. And I said, yeah, it was about nearly 10 o'clock. We go upstairs. The secretary is on now because by then everybody come in and tell them you can work here. So the secretary comes down and said to me, Gennaro, what's happened? Was he your son? The way she said it, I got a little bit upset. I said, yes, he's my son. I said, yeah, but he wanted a full job. And I realized it was no work experience, full job. Anyway, it was just about the age he could do it. Took him in, and his aim, it was because he heard of me and he wanted to learn. So after about nearly 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I looked at him. He was doing everything. He was, because I was the first one to go home because I had to get down 3 o'clock in the morning. And he saw me what I was doing. And because he was the latest one to go home, he used to prepare me my trays. He used to leave me a message with the breadcrumbs on it. He used to make sure that the fridge was clean, all the stuff I had to do in the morning. And that was good because he did help me. And so I called him and I thought to myself, I said, my God, I've got so much experience and I never found anybody wanted it so much. But he was very, very talented already. So I called him, I said, right, from now on, okay, stand under my wing and don't worry, just learn. And then we went through, the smell, the food, have a look what is in season, mushroom season. Let's go collect the mushrooms on the day off, let's cook the sauce. Make sure then you look at the expiring date of the flour and everything. When you cook, al dente, so all the herbs and everything goes. And he took him. It was so good at work because he sometimes finished 11 o'clock, I finished 12 o'clock, and he wanted to come inside the kitchen 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I stopped him. I said, you can't do it, you're too tired. No, I'm doing it. But he did. And then in those mornings, we stayed together for a long time. I treat him like a son, and he treated me like his father. And it was unbelievable. We created this relationship that's still now so strong ever. is unbelievable. We still do all the things together. Many people say he usually say, my mentor and everything else. Jamie didn't have to be mentor. He only wanted things on Italian cuisine, but the rest is very talented on speak, on moving, filming, what we've been doing together. Then he called me his London dad. And wherever is too, how many times, if now lately we do city post, what they call them like that, boom, I'm the city one, which I already know. And because people love our relationships together, he's such incredible talent man, now call it. Before I was a boy. Then before he had to learn from me, now the other way around. I do learn from him, and it's unbelievable. Sometimes I forget things. He reminds me, no, this is not the way to do. You forgot you used to do this way. God. Oh, bless him. Happy birthday if he's everywhere. Oh, gosh, for a lady, man.
Amazing. Happy birthday, Jamie Oliver, first of all. And I have a theory that person, Marco, who connected you guys, was probably an angel from up above, came just to connect you guys, and is gone.
Well, no, never forced thinking this way. Perhaps he was.
Yeah.
But he worked for 6 months with Jamie. Thing. It was an angel of, oh, God bless him. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, amazing. This was fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. An absolute honor for me, a pleasure. And
no honor. We are friends. We come in London, let's eat in together. No honor. Honor, we're going to give it to the only one.
Amazing. It would be a dream come true. And now, just to end the session, we'd love to have our session cooking something as well.
Yes.
So I'll leave that to you. Thank you so much, Gennaro. This was amazing.
Thank you. So I have all the stuff ready. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Big love to everybody can hear us. Massive hug to everyone. Big hug every single person around the world. There's so many beautiful people around the world, and I want to meet them all. And you are those which I wanted to meet. Thank you. Thank you very much, Peyman. Enjoy. Big love to the family. And look yourself. And keep watching the video.
I will. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Just a little bit of water. We'll straight on the gas. Just put this one on as well. Switch this one on as well. This one on the side. Today I'm going to make linguine al limone. Yes, they've got lovely linguine. It's like spaghetti but a flat pasta. Ingredients. All right. Lemons, parsley, garlic, butter, of course, some extra virgin olive oil. Okay, first of all, water for pasta has to be boiled.